Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Facts in Fatherhood. I'm your humble host, Demetrius, and I am so glad to be joining you again in this space from a different location, but in this space, I'm so happy to have join you. And as I always try to say on every single episode, I love being a father. I love being a dad. I'm grateful that I have been given the privilege and opportunity to, with my wife partner, to raise some of what I believe are some of the best human beings walking the face of the planet. Perhaps you feel that way about your children, and you should if you do. I feel that way about mine. And I'm so happy that the Father allowed me to be chosen to have the job of being their father. And what I hope to do with this podcast is inspire fathers all over the place to love being a father like I love being a father, to know what it's like to just hang in there and do what's necessary and do what's essential. And as we always say, come on, fellas, it's time to say it. I am a good man doing the best I can, and I'm going to make my best better. Why? Because we can always be better. We can always improve. We can always grow, and we can always develop. Well, as I'm trying to grow this channel and trying to do some things that I feel are going to be very beneficial and very, very helpful for each and every one of you, there are some things that we have coming up or some things that we have going on. And guess what I'm going to do on this episode today? I am going to introduce you to our brand new, that's it, that's right, come on, clap, 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 our brand new Facts and Fatherhood podcast website. Oh man, I'm excited about the website. When you see this tool, this resource that has been put together, it just blew my mind. I am so happy for you to be able to access this website. There's some things that are under construction, as you know. There are some products and stuff that we're going to have available to you. You'll be able to get a preview of what those things are tonight. As we navigate the website. And listen, I just want you to be sure, whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. All right. I want you to share the website. Actually, the website link is right down there at the bottom of the screen. Share it. Go on that website. Check it out. There are some great things that we have coming. There are some things that I begin to partner with some other people who are doing some things along the lines of changing the negative narrative about fatherhood. That's one of the things that I was talking with somebody about earlier today. Man, there is so much negativity associated with fatherhood. And here is the reality. I get it. There are some people who have been given a responsibility of fatherhood, who have been dilatory, who have not fulfilled their obligation or responsibility and done the right thing. Yeah, I get it. But here's the thing. I really want to take the time through this particular platform to elevate, to highlight, to bring to the forefront, to discuss, to talk about, to reveal, to expose that there are some great fathers out there that are in the game, that are doing what they have to do. They are leading their families. They are the good men who are doing the very best they can and working every single day to make their best better. And we want to highlight that. We want to focus on that. We don't want all the bad ones to get all the press. We want to make sure that we highlight that fatherhood is a good thing, a necessary thing, an essential thing. Fathers, we can't stress enough how much you are needed in your family. All right. So I want to encourage y'all. We've had some great episodes. If you have not followed us and you've not watched those past episodes, as we have been going through our Family Matters episodes, our Family Matters series, I've had some great conversations with two of my children. Pretty soon, coming up very soon, we're going to be having a conversation with my oldest son. That episode, me and my old man, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a great conversation. I've had a great conversation with my daughter, the ultimate daddy's girl, and we talked about what it means for her to develop a relationship with me as her earthly father, which will later help her to develop a relationship with her heavenly father. Okay, that's the whole thing behind it. That's the whole purpose. That the Father taught me to raise my children, or to father my children the way that He fathers me, because that is preparation for their relationship with Him. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4 tells us fathers not to provoke our children to wrath, right? Not to cause them to come to the point where they have become irritated, where they have become discouraged, right? But it does tell us to give them the right kind, the Father's kind, Yahweh's kind of discipline and guidance. And if we do that, that becomes the platform, that becomes the basis, that becomes the base from which they begin to easily transition into their relationship with the Father. Oh, you hear me talking like that? Don't forget that we are very unapologetic about the fact that we hold to what the scriptures teach about how we should live our lives, because the principles of the scriptures absolutely positively work. So I don't back down off of that, because as I ask for the wisdom that the Father will give me to show me how to navigate this journey called fatherhood, He has been faithful to do that, and He has done that through the scriptures. And I do not apologize for you utilizing that. Do not apologize for holding to the principles of scripture, because that is absolutely not going to be ashamed to loudly declare that it is based upon the principles and the instructions of how we are to guide and govern ourselves from the scriptures. All right. So we appreciate that. And so I also had a great conversation with my youngest son, which is my daughter's twin brother, her older twin brother. And his episode, we were talking about him being the rookie dad. That is right. As you saw the title of this episode, hey there, it's Grandpa. It's officially part of, man. I'm feeling every bit of that. Okay, I know we me and my daughter's parents, we've discussed it. My wife and I, we discussed it. People ask us, what do you want to be called? What do you want to call it? What do you want to call it? I said, listen, I'm good with good old-fashioned Pawpaw, Grandpa. I don't have to have any fancy names, but if he wants to call me, he called me the Hebrew version of Pawpaw, grandfather, which is the word Saba. They've been referring to me as Saba. I kind of like the sound of that, Saba. But if he calls me Pawpaw or Grandpa or Grimpy, whatever, if he calls me anything like that, I'll take it. I'll embrace it. Okay. But I am so, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe how enthusiastic and excited I am about having the opportunity to love on. We spent a week there with my son and daughter-in-law in Nebraska. I say daughter-in-law, love in Nebraska. And we had an opportunity to love on their grandson. And there were people who were trying to tell me what it was going to be like, who are grandparents who have multiple grandchildren. They were talking about, oh, it's going to be, and and I know they were trying to tell me, they were trying I understand now that they were trying their best to explain to me what this feeling I was going to have was going to be like. They were trying their absolute best. And you know what? I salute them. But their words short. The words fell so short of what it actually, the experience actually is. Oh my gosh, I did not know I could love someone so much. But that little fella, oh my goodness, I love him so absolutely much. It was so hard to leave Nebraska. And on the way out of Nebraska, I was really trying my best to figure out, how do we get back to Nebraska so that we could have some more time loving on this little fella. His name is Ionis Wade. Oh my gosh. Just saying his name just brought so much joy to my heart. But I am so well pleased with my son and with my daughter in love. They're already, I mean, they're just about 2-week old parents. And that first week, I watched my son, I watched my daughter-in-law. They're doing such a phenomenal job already, loving on the brand new young royal prince that has been born into the Wilson family. Oh my gosh, we got us a boy. Do you understand what that means? We got us a boy. And so it was such a wonderful experience, such a wonderful feeling, such a moment to just be there and seeing the reality of the unfolding before my very eyes. Is 3 generations: me, my son, and my grandson. It was such a surreal moment just watching all of that unfold, looking at all of that. I don't have the adequate words to express how full my heart is after having seen and walked and experienced that moment. And it made me think about the reality of how many fathers there are that don't get to experience moments like that. And oh my gosh, it just meant so much to be able to sit down with my son. If you haven't watched that episode, go ahead and watch that episode. We had a few little technical difficulties with that, and I apologize. But I couldn't just we couldn't get technical difficulties, but I not want to miss that moment in person, sit down and do the view, and we just kind of talk things about him being and reflected upon his upbringing and how some of those things are going to be applicable in the life of his son. And I'm telling you, it was such a meaningful moment, such a meaningful time. I'm so grateful to the Father, grateful to the Most High for giving us the opportunity to be able to live and experience and see that. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life. I've never seen. He's probably just the most perfect thing I've seen in a long time. He was a big fella, okay? 9 pounds, 1 ounce, 21 inches. Okay, listen, we got us, we got us, we got us, solid fella right there. I was so enthused. I was so happy. It was such a joy. It was such a time and a moment of rejoicing that just filled my heart with such gratitude and such thanksgiving. Hallelujah. Oh, I almost got happy and started, preaching, but I'm not going to do that. But listen, I'm going to think about it. We'll probably introduce y'all to a little bit of the photo album. We're probably going to do something that's dedicated specifically to Mr. Ionis. Okay, I love him, Ionis. It means Yahweh. That means. What an amazing thing the Father did when he created Italy. What an amazing thing. What an amazing creation. Family. It means so very much. It is so important. It is the building block of every aspect of society. Strong families, right? Strong homes, strong families. They make strong communities. Strong communities make strong neighborhoods. They got that mixed up a little. Strong families make strong neighborhoods. Strong neighborhoods make strong communities. Strong communities make strong cities. Strong cities make strong states. Strong states make strong countries. Strong countries makes a strong world. I'm saying it is the Father when he designed family, when he instituted family. It is the very first institution that the Father established. First, the man and the woman coming together as husband and wife, the foundation, the building block, right? And then from that relationship springs forth children, right? That is a family, that unit together. Family. It was the Father's idea. It is one of the most brilliant things that the Father ever did was establish family. And I don't know how you feel about your family, but my family is so important to me. My family means the world to me. And looking in the eyes of that little boy just felt like a full circle moment. And it just, as I was observed, I called myself up, but I cried because it was such a beautiful, such a real moment. There was so much rejoicing in my heart. One, knowing that the Father's allowed me here to see it, and then two, just it is indescribable. And my mind is going back to those moments over and over and over and over again. The whole time we were driving, the drive was worth it. Okay. I mean, the drive was so worth it until I would have been willing to take the drive home, take a nap, get some rest, and drive right back. Okay. Listen, I'm telling you, it is such a joy. It is such a joy. Dad. Listen to me, Dad. Listen to me, Dad. Stay. It gets tough. I know it. I understand. It's challenging. Stay. Because you will see some of the most rewarding moments in your entire existence if you just stay. You will see, listen to me, you will see the result of your labor, your work. I know sometimes you feel unnoticed, unheard, unappreciated, all the things. But trust me when I tell you, stay, and you will be able to experience a joy like you have not known. I have not known it like it is so good. But anyway, that's my pawpaw schmeal. I'm telling you, I'm beside myself with joy over the reality of my little young royal prince by the name of Honest Wade. So glad, Pawpaw is so glad that you were a moment to me. I love it. So we have so many things that we have coming up. As we begin to exit, we got 4 episodes in our Family Matters, my oldest son's interview. And then there's going to be an interview with my wife, myself, and all of the children together. And so we're excited opportunity to share with them. And we're going to be talking about some memorable moments. And Mr. Ionis just made me realize that there are so many more memorable moments that are up ahead. And such a hopeful, wonderful, blessed, awesome situation that we have had the opportunity to be a part of, and just the joy of having to be able to love on him and share with him. They'll be coming down to be with us here, and oh my God, I can't wait. All right, but anyway, what we have upcoming after our Family Matters, we're going to a new series called the Show Up Dad, right? And we're going to be talking about the principle. We're going to be talking about the principles that will help dad to continue to show up. And we're going to be talking to some dads who are showing up every single day, doing their job, doing their duty. They are not dilatory. They are not falling shy on their responsibility. They are upholding their responsibility. And so I want you to stay with us. Stay with us. We got some stuff coming very soon. We're going to have some giveaways that we're going to be doing. And we're so excited about the merch that's going to be. Again, and I'll show you a preview of some of that here in just a moment. But we're going to be talking about so many things over the course of this year. We'll be talking about fatherhood as it relates to legacy. We're going to be talking about our responsibility as fathers. I mean, we're going to be talking about those things that are part of the challenges and triumphs of blended family, all the things, so much that we'll be talking about. Then in the month of May, we're going to just turn aside for a moment, recognize some of the mothers, and then we have some things that will be coming the month. Don't forget, y'all, the month of going to get a little bit of something in your hand. This little fella right here is going to be in your hand, or accessible to you to be able to get in. And first of all, it's be available in, and then it will later be available in digital format, okay, as well. And then guess what? I decided that we're going to go ahead and we're going to also make it an audio book. How about that? Aren't you excited about that? I'm excited about that. Okay. We're going to make it an audio book. For that, look for more information coming soon about that. That is going to be, we'll get the specific release date for that book that's going to be coming out. I believe everything in me is a really, really great tool, really, really great resource. It's going to help you along your journey. Also, there's going to be we'll get into it in just a moment. There's also going to be some other things available. But before we move forward, I want to also encourage you, dads, whatever you need to do, if there are moments in time where you need to really evaluate yourself and check on yourself, or have someone to check in with someone mentally, so much has happened and so much is happening. Sometimes you slip into certain types of mindsets. Sometimes depression tries to creep in, all the things. You not have to some help. Please get some help when you need it. There's a reason why it's called help. And every now and then, all of us are going to need some help. With that being said, my desire was to be able to do more than just have a podcast. I'm sitting down talking with you. I also wanted to be able to provide some resources and some help and some tools to you. So let me introduce to you somebody. Give me a drum roll, please. Everybody, welcome to the Facts and Fatherhood web site. Wow, look at that. It is the Facts and Fatherhood. That website. All right. So on here, there are some things you actually have an opportunity to look at. Of course, here's the homepage, and there's some things that are on there. This is a resource. How can I say it? Intuitive, very, very user friendly. Just a great thing for you to be able to go on. Another great tool, another great asset, and be able to actually take advantage of the tools that'll be available there. You can actually email us, send us an email if you need to reach out to us for any reason. I want to highlight some of the services or whatever that we really want to be able to make available to you through the Facts and Fatherhood podcast. I'm not going to read through all of these things, encouraging you to actually give me some traffic Go to the website. Take it to Strength for Fathers. Gain the guidance, support, and resources you need to grow, lead, and build stronger connections. Take the next step in your fatherhood journey today. So there's some fatherhood support services that I wanted to make sure that we made available to you. The first thing that I'm making available, okay, is fatherhood one-on-one empowerment sessions. Now, let me tell you about these sessions. These are sessions that you can set up. You can go right on here and you actually can click on book now and you can book a one-on-one fatherhood session. We can have a conversation. We can talk and we can just really share some things. And I mean, if you're in a space and you just need an ear, if you need some counsel, if you need some guidance, just need someone to talk to, listen, book that appointment. Okay, book that appointment, and we're going to do the best we can. We're going to make sure that we do what we do to help you along on your fatherhood journey. This is no matter what walk of life you're coming from as a dad, no matter what experience you are having as a dad. We want to be there to be available, to assist you, to talk with you, to encourage you. Okay, now the other thing we want to be able to do is we want to be able to make sure that you can connect with support groups that are in your area. We're expanding our into a database and really trying to look at some things to try to understand what it would take for you to be able to connect with some of these resources, and we want you to be able to connect with some of these resources. And so we just want to be a liaison, want to just kind of be the middle person to help you connect to these spaces and to these places where you actually can have uh, some conversations. All right, area. If you're not close to us, then we can a support group and get connected, so you can get connected with some other fathers that will actually help you along your journey. Sometimes you just need that. You just need the iron sharpening iron. Then we also want to make available to you right here, beautiful thing, employment and education resource connections. Now, we won't necessarily be the ones helping you per se find the job with the right agencies that can actually help support you, because sometimes, let's face it, I mean, hey, we generally are part of our responsibility as fathers is actually being able to provide for our families. And sometimes we're in a situation where either we need to improve ourselves, because one of the best things you can do as a man is improve yourself. I'm talking about one of the best things you could ever do is improve yourself. So if you need to, step it up on your educational things to just kind of learn a little bit more, or perhaps you want to enter into a new job market, get a new skill, then we want to make sure that we connect you to the right people. So we developing some partnerships that are going to be available to be able to assist you. If you need to get a job, or if you need, like I said, whatever you need to do to be able to make sure that you can provide for yourself and for your family. We just want to be a middle person to help you do that. Obviously, the podcast that you are actually watching right now is a part of the service that we offer. Offering this podcast as a tool for you to be able to listen to wholesome, good conversations, for you to be able to see fatherhood in a positive light, for you to be stirred up in your heart and encouraged in your heart to love being a father. All right. And then we also have some things that will be coming forward. We're going to be having some conferences and workshops and summits that are going to be coming up. Some things that we're going to be we're developing some really, 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 really good, strong partnerships. We actually just had the opportunity to be approved to be a part of a member through fatherhood.gov, which is so exciting. And we are actually a part of a national fatherhood initiative, right? Oh, wow. It's amazing. And so there's some things that we're doing, some resources that we're connecting to, because again, all we want to do is help you doing your job as a father. That's all we want to do. So this website, we try to make it as a tool for you to actually be able to do it. And then there's some ways you actually can follow us. You can follow us on TikTok. Look at that. Social media pages and all the kind of stuff like that. You can connect with us. There's a little form. You can be protected and shielded, but you put in your first name, last name, email, and then you put in the phone number. You can tell us about your request, whatever your specific request is. You can put that in, and then you can send that message. That message will come directly to us, and then we will connect with you and do what wonderful tool that we've been given. Look at what we've been given. So I want you to actually take advantage of this. Okay, share this with some other people, get some other people on, get some other people involved, and let's be a part of that. Specifically here, you actually can go on, watch some of the episodes of the podcast, watch the recordings of the podcast, watch when we come on live on the podcast. How exciting is that, right? How exciting is that? So we want you actually to be able to, we want you to be able to take advantage of this resource. It's here for you. Discussions. We're going to hear some great stories, some great testimonies, trials and triumphs, trial and error, the things we've overcome, the things we failed at, all those kind of different things like that. It's available, and you can still, anywhere on the site, you can still connect with us as well. There's some blogs, some articles that are going to be on here about fatherhood, different stories, different positive stories you can read, different encouraging stories, different stories that will help you along your journey. There's going to be a lot more that's going to be there. Again, there's going to be some blogs and some great articles and stuff right there available for you. And of course, there is some contact us, right? And then of course, you can hit that button right there to watch the podcast. Watch now is a podcast. But here is what I also want to introduce you to. Our shop is under construction. And so right now, the products that we have on there will be available. You'll be hearing about the date release of those products that are going to be available for you to actually be able to get your hands on. One of those, which I am so excited about. We just got through talking about it, right? It's the Like Arrows in My Hand book. Oh my goodness, you're going to be able to get your hands on it, man. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. All right. And then not only will you be able to get the journal, right? Think about this. Target Practice Journal. We're talking about like arrows in our hand, right? The goal is to help them be able to hit the target. And so this is called our Target Practice Journal. You'll be able to get your hands on that as well. And so I'm so excited about you being able to get your hands on the book. And then guess what? Listen, an exclusive. This is exclusive. The place that you can get your Don't Let the Devil Fool You gear. Now we're starting off with a little hoodie. There's going to be a t-shirt. There's going to be a cap. There's going to be, so many different things like that. I'm even thinking about having a bumper sticker. Okay. But it literally is the statement that my dad used to make quite often. And so this little part of the shop is dedicated to him, where he would say, boy or girl, don't let the devil fool you. So I want you to be able to get your Don't Let the Devil Fool You merchandise, be able to get the Don't Let the Devil Fool You hoodie, Don't Let the Devil Fool You mug, Don't Let the Devil Fool You t-shirt, cap, so you can actually pass that message along by way of my beloved father. Don't let the devil fool you. So you'll be able to get your hands on that. I just wanted to be able to give you just a little bit of a glimpse of the website so that you could actually go on that website, take a look at it, get involved, get connected with us. That's all. Pretty soon we're going to have I'll be specifically asking for your suggestions. All right. For any questions, comments, suggestions, thoughts, ideas, those kind of different things like that. There's also going to be some things in the month of June that we're going to be doing to specifically honor fathers. I'm so excited about this. This is really becoming something so great and so wonderful. And so I'm glad the Father put it on my heart to actually start it and go along the lines. I'm excited for what's up ahead. And there is so much more to come. And I just want you to stay with me on this journey, okay? I just wanted to be able to highlight that Paul just had to talk to y'all tonight about the reality of his experience with grandson and be able to give you all the website and just give you a little bit of encouragement along the way. All right. Whatever you do, don't quit, Dad. We need you. You are important. You matter. All right. We want you to stay. We want you to stay, stick it out. I want you to do it from a place of love. I want you to do it from a place of loving what you do. It's the toughest job you'll ever love. That's on a t-shirt that I have. Fatherhood, the toughest job you will ever love. I love it. I want you to love it. Man, I want you to love it. And so whatever I can do to inspire you, to encourage you, to enlighten you, to bring you to that point and to that place where you will love being a father, I'm here for it. All right. Well, before we depart, let's just say it one more time, man. I'm a good man doing the best I can, and I'm going to make my best better. Hey, listen, it has been so much fun hanging out with y'all today. It has been so sharing your time and you sharing these moments with me. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me on the Facts and Fatherhood podcast. I want you to stick with me. All right. I want you to stay with me. There were so many good things that will, hey, Dad, matter. Till next time, this is Facts and Fatherhood. See you later.